Hello, my beloved friends. It is Wednesday. My name is Dwain, and I'm once again blessed and overjoyed by this study. You know, it's a blessing to go back and look at old stories in the Bible, stories you may have forgotten, stories you may not think about anymore. But there's something beautiful at just recapturing and retelling and really digging into stories in Scripture that really speak to our hearts. Because the human nature is just all over the Bible. The Bible is running over with just the humanness and the godness, the godlikeness that overshadows our humanness and helps us to be better people by his grace. Joshua chapter 22, verses 21 to 29. Click on the links around these videos if you want to be blessed and encouraged. Joshua 22, verses 21 to 29. Proverbs 15 and verse 1. That's the focus of our study today. What can we learn from these verses? Well, we learn a couple of things. One, these two and a half tribes, the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half tribe of Manasseh, they have a rejoinder. They have a response to the accusations of their fellow Israelites. They listen to the accusations. They don't lose their mind. They don't get upset. They don't start a fight. They're talking to us, okay? They're teaching us how to receive a hit. Sometimes it's one thing to deliver a blow, but do you know how to take a blow? Can you take a hit when people are speaking ill of you or saying things that are not true of you? Can you hold your peace long enough for them to get it out so that you can share your perspective? Do you seek first to understand, as Stephen Covey would say, then to be understood, right? The great efficiency guru, management guru Stephen Covey, his book that gave us this wonderful nugget: seek first to understand, then to be understood. In this moment, God's people seek the 7 habits of highly effective people. That's the book. The 7 habits of highly effective people. It just came to mind. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. These tribes listen. They listen first. The Lord is speaking, right? They listen first. Then they speak. And when they speak, they make it clear that they have no apostasy in mind. They have no leaving of God in mind. In fact, they begin by calling the name of God. God knows, El knows, Elohim knows, Yahweh knows if we have done this out of our own desire to leave him, to go into apostasy, or if our hearts were pure. He knows. And the conviction of their hearts is written all over their faces. They are speaking from their hearts. No, this is not what we're up to. Not at all. In fact, we are concerned that because of this natural border, this water that separates the Western tribes from these Eastern tribes, we are concerned that in years to come, you all may say, we have no portion, we have no share in worshiping God, in sacrificing to God, in coming and worshiping. Your sons may decide that we're just out there far, and that we are not connected to all of the other tribes. And we built this altar here not to sacrifice on it, but as a memorial to signify that we are one, that we are as committed to worship as you are. Sometimes we look down our nose at people because they don't worship like us, or because their commitment doesn't look the same. Sometimes people's motivations are worth finding out before we sum them up and add a conclusion to them that is not accurate. When the other tribes find out just how faithful these tribes want to be, joy breaks out. No civil war. Israel comes back together. A soft answer turneth away wrath.